What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today I have another book video. We're also talking about new content. We're also answering a few questions that I got in my comments. So anyway, this book is Tools and Weapons by Brad Smith, and it is by far my favorite all-time Microsoft related book, and it has nothing to do with any technical concepts whatsoever. Brad Smith, one of the authors of this book, is also the chief legal officer, and I believe he's also the president at Microsoft. And he, with this book, presents several tech-related potential issues like cybersecurity, social media, consumer privacy, and a bunch more. So the foreword is by Bill Gates, and as someone who is a big fan of Microsoft, you all already know that, and as someone who works in tech, I was pretty intrigued after I read the foreword. Obviously, Bill Gates is a massive figure in, I guess, the world in general, but especially in the tech space. And then immediately after the foreword, there's a chapter on cloud computing. And once I read the first page of that chapter, I was immediately hooked. Now, even though Smith is a lawyer, this isn't like a typical boring, I guess when you think of like legal literature, you think boring. Well, at least I do. This isn't anything like that. He does like a great job at presenting the issues and the concepts and his ways of thinking through like stories and like situations that Microsoft has been through. So he references like the antitrust lawsuit that they were going through in the late 1990s. He even talks about like WannaCry. He talks about GDPR, the PRISM program, the Cloud Act, and a bunch of other things. And he explains paths forward for each one of these. So each chapter is based on an issue, and then he explains the issue, and he explains what he believes could be a path moving forward. So it's not like a doomsday book. It's not like you don't finish reading it and think like, wow, everything is the world is about to end. Like, you don't think that, because he presents solutions as well. So even though he works for Microsoft, like, I was definitely expecting it to kind of paint Microsoft in this like beautiful, perfect company light, and that's not the feeling at all that I got. He does a good job at, like I said, explaining stories and concepts using Microsoft situations, and he also admits to like mistakes that has happened and things that have been difficult and such. So it's a solid read. And when I finished reading it, I had this feeling of like there's a lot more to tech. Though I knew this book really like solidified the concept that there is a lot more to tech, and so much more that's way more important than figuring out like how to properly deploy a resource and how to, which JavaScript framework should we be using, right? And it reminded me that in a way, if we work in tech and we have some sort of skill set or talent or ability to create like these amazing products, we also have some kind of, I guess, social responsibility. At least this is the mindset that I apply to myself. I'm not telling you that this is the way you have to think, but I have some sort of social responsibility to make the world a better place because of like the field that I'm in. So yeah, once again, another book that I really do recommend to anybody. I know I said that the same about the Phoenix Project, which I talked about in my previous video. Even if you're not in tech, I think this is like a fantastic read to just generally feel informed about like current tech issues and such. All right, new content over at A Cloud Guru. We recently released a video called How to Create an Azure Account, and it's part of the series called ACG Fundamentals. But yeah, go make sure to like subscribe to that channel and like my video. Anyway, yeah, all right, let's move on to question of the week. I actually have two because it's by the same person and they're kind of like back to back. The first one is, how long did it take you since you started learning about cloud until you felt that you were ready to apply for cloud jobs? This is an interesting question because I don't know if I was ready. I don't remember if I felt ready. Maybe I was ready earlier. Maybe I wasn't ready. I don't know. But this is the timeline. I started learning AWS in 2016. I got certified in January, I think, of 2018. I started applying for jobs in, I think it was July, maybe August of 2018. And then I landed my junior sysadmin job, which was, I was going to get exposure to cloud projects, but I landed that role in September 2018. Yeah, so that's the answer to that question. And the other question is, did you go to college? Yeah, so I studied, I guess I did go to college, but I didn't graduate. I dropped out after 2 semesters. I was studying systems engineering, not here in the US. I was living in Ecuador, so that's where I was studying. I dropped out after 2 semesters because college wasn't for me and there was a bunch of like family stuff going on as well. I did, however, take Introduction to Programming, which was a C++ class, and Programming 1, which was a Java class, and I learned a lot of fundamentals there. So that definitely did help in me developing a career in tech. So yeah, there is the answer to that question. Anyway, yeah. If you want to talk cloud, hit me up on Twitter or LinkedIn. I'll make sure to link those in the description. I have to go to work. And by going to work, I mean I have to turn this computer off and switch to my work computer. So I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.